Hello everyone. Next chapter. So this first part is just a small little excerpt from a different person's point of view. So, can you get off the paper, please? Come on. Get up here. Let's read. Thank you. Good boy. So, it's just a really small section, but I'll read a chapter too. I am watching. Sunshine has no idea that I'm watching. This is a first for me. Normally, I observe spirits, and spirits always sense when they are being watched. In fact, it's nearly impossible to hide from a spirit, though the ability would come in handy from time to time. But it is easy to hide from a girl, even a girl like her. To her, I am just another car in the school parking lot. Perhaps my windows are tinted a bit more than her classmates, but not enough to draw attention. I am a stranger in the aisle of the supermarket, searching for the ripest avocado. And right now, I am the man taking an early morning walk in her neighborhood, enjoying a brief respite from the rain. Respite? Whatever. I perceived the creature's arrival last night, even from across town. It was even more powerful now than it had been before, stealing strength from the rain and the damp, a long wet trail of misery in its wake. I left my motel and drove to the house, parked right outside. I wasn't worried that Sunshine or Catherine would see me. They were too troubled by what was going on inside to notice the stranger in the black car staring at their front door, straining to hear the sounds of their screams. It tried to touch Sunshine first. I wondered if she even noticed, preoccupied as she was with the suffering of the little girl on the other side of the door. She hasn't honed her skills yet, doesn't know how to perceive a demon's touch. The creature pulled away as though Sunshine's flesh burned it. It latched onto Catherine easily, wrapping itself around her, soaking into her skin. Did she notice the layer of moisture that sprang up on her flesh? Probably not. Most don't. Like her adopted daughter, she reserved her focus for the cries on the other side of the door. It will take hours for the shift to occur in her body and mind, days for her eyes to dim almost imperceptibly, weeks for her hair to lose its luster and her skin to grow pale. The creature isn't in a rush. It knows exactly how much time it has. I drove away not long after midnight, but now, just a few hours later, I am back. There's other work I could be attending to, but I tell myself that none of my work is more important than this, than her. And so I am watching. Chapter 7, The Morning After. Mom and I sleep in the living room. Well, sleep might not be the right word for what we do. First, I scrub my face and hands clean using the kitchen sink because I can't stand being in the bathroom a second longer, wondering what kind of monster could hold the little girl underwater even as she struggled so hard that there are scratch marks in the tile. We debate over whether to call the police. And report what? I ask. A flooded bathroom with a malfunctioning lock? Then we collapse onto the couch in the living room. We don't turn off the lights. I don't particularly feel like being plunged into darkness again anyway. We just sit there holding hands, staring at the wall across from us. At some point, I guess, I must have fallen asleep, because the next thing I know, it's morning, and the scent of Mom's coffee is wafting in from the kitchen, and I'm stretching my arms above my head, blissful in the brief moment between asleep and being fully awake when I don't yet remember that the scariest thing that has ever happened to anyone happened to us last night. Okay, maybe not the scariest thing that has ever happened to anyone, but it's got to be up there on the list somewhere. It's certainly the scariest thing to ever happen to me. Mom? I say, padding into the kitchen. Morning, sweetie, Mom says as she pours herself coffee. My goodness, what a night. Understatement of the year. My neck is killing me, she says, tilting her head back and forth. Maybe after work tonight you could rub it for me? I shrug. That's the last time I sleep on the couch, Mom says with a sigh. I shake my head. I'm not heading up those stairs anytime soon. Planning on going to school in those clothes you slept in? Very glamorous. I don't care. Who cares what I go to school wearing? I notice she's fully dressed, her hair drying down her back. Did you take a shower? I shudder, trying not to imagine her having to step over the puddle of dirty water in order to get into the tub. Of course I showered, she replies. I shower every day, and you should really get a move on if you're planning on taking a shower before school. I can give you a ride today if you hurry. I shake my head and reach for a mug and pour in some coffee. I add a ton of sugar. I don't exactly feel like filling my mouth with bitterness this morning. I can still taste some of last night's mildew, and make my way toward the stairs. I close my eyes, and a flash of what happened last night fills my imagination. I shake my head. Mom's right. I can't wear these clothes to school today. I look down and see that my shirt is filthy, stained brown with rusty water. I remember the fear I felt when I fell into it. terrified that it might be blood. I've never been good with blood. When I was 6 and lost my first tooth while biting into an apple, my mouth filled with blood, and I actually fainted. Not true. Mom loves telling people that story. A nurse's daughter, scared at the sight of a little blood, she'd laugh. Apparently I'm not so good with rust either. Did I really sleep in this? Slowly, clutching my coffee mug to keep warm, I walk up the stairs, concentrating on putting one foot in front of the other. I have to walk past the bathroom to get to my room, and Mom has left the door open, the lights on. I know, I'm still itching you. I'm giving you lovin's. You're gonna fall off, though. I want to walk right past it without looking in, but I can't help myself. Before I know what I'm doing, I've turned my head and looked inside. I brace myself for rusty brown stains on the floor and the broken mirror, the scratches on the tile. But what I see is even scarier. Mom! I shout. My voice is so loud that it startles me. What? She shouts back, running up the stairs. Are you okay? I shake my head. Of course I'm not okay, I answer. My hands are shaking so hard that coffee is splattering out the sides of my cup. She takes it from me, then looks me over like she's trying to find a cut or a broken bone, trying to figure out what could have made me shout for her the way I did. You're spilling this everywhere. Did you clean it all up? I ask, but then I shake my head. She could have wiped up the water, but you can't scrub away scratch marks. You can't replace the broken mirror at 7 a.m. Beneath my feet, the carpet that was damp just a few hours ago is dry. The scent of mildew hangs in the air, but then again the house always smelled damp. I'm going to try, but seriously, Sunshine, coffee leaves a stain. It's a good thing this carpet is tan. What are you talking about? You splashed coffee all over the carpet, Mom says, pointing to the floor just outside the bathroom. I haven't actually stepped inside yet. I shake my head. No, I mean, how did the bathroom get like this? She sighs. Get like what? Listen, honey, I know I said I could give you a ride to school, but you really have to get going or else I'll be late. The way you shouted, my gosh, I thought you must have been dying or something. Don't scare me like that. No, I say slowly. I'm not the one who's dying. What are you talking about? Is the dog hurt? My skin prickles, making me want to scratch myself. What are you talking about? Mom doesn't answer. Instead, she crouches down and starts blotting the fresh stains on the carpet with a paper towel. A cold chill makes goosebumps blossom on my arms and legs. What do you remember about last night? Without looking up, she answers. We had roast chicken and mashed potatoes with too many lumps in them. We made ice cream sundaes, you spilled chocolate syrup on your shirt, and we fell asleep on the couch while watching the Tonight Show. And now I've woken up with a crick in my neck so bad that I think I might have to find a chiropractor. I take a step backward, away from the bathroom, away from her. That's all you remember? I ask, my voice shaking. Nothing else, nothing at all. Is there something you think I'm forgetting? Yes. A scream so blood-curdling I could hear it echoing in my ears. A little girl's voice begging for mercy. A darkness so black it felt like I'd never see the sun again. Mom stops blotting, sits on her heels, and looks up at me. Did you have another bad dream or something? Did I have a bad dream? No, it was real. I have the ruined shirt to prove it. But she says the stain on my shirt is chocolate syrup. One of us is going crazy. One of our minds has invented memories of what happened last night. I close my eyes, willing myself to keep calm. Take a deep breath, Sunshine. The answer is right in front of you. Or on you, I think, looking down at my shirt. I hate chocolate syrup. I never, ever put it on my ice cream. I like plain vanilla, boring, just like Ashley says. Mom knows it. So there's no way the stain on my shirt is syrup. It doesn't even look like syrup. It looks exactly like what it is. A dried out patch of rusty water. She's the one with the made up memories, not me. But now what? I can't make her believe me. All my proof is gone. The scratches on the floor, the shards of glass in the sink from the mirror above. I should have gotten my camera last night. Should have taken pictures. In my terror, I guess it never occurred to me that I might need more evidence. But I thought she finally believed me. That was the one part of the night that wasn't scary. I actually felt better, even with everything going on, knowing she was finally on my side. I need some time to think, to figure this out. Alone. So I say, you're right, I'm just moving too slowly this morning. You should get going without me. I can walk to school. Sure. I nod. All right, she says, pressing her hands against her thighs, pushing herself up to a stand. She leans over and kisses the top of my head. I know you're having a tough time adjusting, Sunshine. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if things aren't better for you in a few months, we could consider moving back to Austin. Her voice sounds so sad when she says it that I shake my head. I'll be all right, I say, and I don't watch her walk down the stairs. Instead, I turn around and head for my room, closing the door shut behind me before I collapse onto the floor in a little ball, hugging my knees to my chest. That's the first time I've ever lied to my mother. All right, end of chapter 7. See you next time. Yeah. See you next time. Yep.